Garreg Mach. As always, take a look and pay attention to which units you're bringing into battle with you. I'm going to pick my powerhouses for this mission. And align them perfectly with each other. I can't stress how important it is that you actually pay attention to who you're pairing your units up with. And take a look at the map. So you'll notice that your units are once again split into two. There's going to be what I call the main force on this side of the map, and an auxiliary force on the other side of the map. You must have Byleth in this party, although to be fair, you must have Byleth in almost all story missions, so it's no real surprise. Now then, let's get this battle underway. Your victory conditions: rout the enemy, so defeat every unit on the map. Your defeat conditions are all your units fall in battle or defended location is captured.
The Knights of Seros are a powerful enemy.
Clever tactics are our only hope here.
Report.
If we allow them to take the interior...
So these pink squares are the location you can't lose to the other enemy units. Basically, let's say Pegasus Knight got onto this pink square, you lose the battle. You lose the battle immediately, because it would count as you failing to defend a location. Do not, under any circumstance, allow any unit to get past there. To get past you to reach those pink squares. But this is otherwise a very self-explanatory mission. Seth will talk about lighting this battlefield on fire, but that won't happen just yet. So for the meantime, just proceed like a normal battle. Pair your magic users against anyone who's heavily armored.
Put me in there. Who's next? Getting low.
Your timing is spot on. This could turn the tides.
Let's make this quick.
I'm just gonna have Lysithea go down this way,
I will prevail.
backed by Petra.
My heart burns with pride.
Ready for anything.
Ferdinand is going to meet
If I live, I fight.
Great Knight against
Ready when you are.
other cavalry.
More fighting.
Dorothea take out that Pegasus Knight to prevent people from flying in that quickly.
I'll do my best.
I'm gonna take out that knight. I have Marianne as my dancer. I'll have her dance to give Dorothea another bit of movement, so she can take out
Only thorns left on
that
this
armored
rose.
knight. I can have Ingrid comfortably move forward without too much worry, since since Falcon Knights can't, with alert stance, will gain avoidance
Won't stop me.
if they don't move. Or all they do is wait.
What? They didn't have enough soldiers with just the church, so they upped their number. It doesn't matter what.
As you can see, the enemy has paired themselves with two onagers. They're not ballista, mind you. There's a huge difference between a ballista and an onager in Fire Emblem. And the difference here is that an onager can, in fact, attack multiple targets at once. Kind of like in a cross shape. Alright, now this reinforcement Swordsmaster is really important. Should he get to this light blue square, the entire map will be set on fire. Well, I say map, but pretty much anywhere with like a thicket or a forest will be set on fire. So basically this part of the map. Now you might say this is spoilers, but the reason why it's important for you to know that is because while it will get your enemies to retreat and thus cut down on the amount of units you have to fight, it will also damage your own units who are still on it. So if your units aren't advancing forward, they're just going to get crushed. Or take a lot of damage. Oops. I'm actually going to rewind that because that was not a deliberate move.
strategy?
I don't care how petty that you think that is.
Put me in there. Might make
If you're struggling, just focus on getting the Swordmaster on the auxiliary path, as I like to call it. Just focus on getting him to that blue square, because once you do that, all enemies will start running away, with the exception of Randolph and a few other units. Randolph, in this case, is the enemy general. And the reason why that's actually important is because if your objective was to defeat every single unit, which obviously won't happen if the units are running or they're leaving the map. In a pinch, you really, I don't mean this half-heartedly, you really want to set the map on fire,
I will prevail.
because that'll free up more resources for you.
Ready for anything.
It'll be okay. I have no real choice but to get in the path. Because, well, it's either that or I start losing a bunch of units to...
My duty is your death.
Or my units don't really advance properly. I'm actually gonna have Ingrid wait there, then have Marianne dance Ingrid, giving Ingrid another turn. Place Ingrid over the onager
I shall not
so that no other enemy can get on it. And now move it to the enemy's turn. The enemy will get occasional reinforcements in the form of 2 Pegasus Knights, but it's not a big deal. I mean, it is a big deal in terms of the enemy gets reinforcements, but these reinforcements will stop should Seth set the entire map on fire. And if he sets the map on fire, even though the reinforcements will come in, units will be more concerned with leaving the map than they are with sticking around and fighting. Which is why, if you're struggling, just play the defensive game, focus on getting units down that path, and what that will do for you is make this battle considerably easy. Considerably easier, I should say. I'm not really going to try and show you that outcome, though.
shall not stray.
You can see it on the video that I've made for the Verdant Wind path. Because what is probably more optimal in this situation is you just taking... Oops. Probably took out the wrong unit. Whatever. What's more important for your army, or easier, is just to take out as many units as you can before Seta sets the map on fire. Because if Seta sets the map on fire, the battle has probably taken quite a long time already. Which is not inherently bad, but it also means that, you know, things have taken a while.
All is going to plan.
Clearing out units extremely quickly on the right hand side of the map, well, the map's going to be set on fire regardless. So now I've cleared the onager on the right hand side of the map, which now allows the Swordmaster to move into position set the
This could
map
turn
on
the
fire.
tides.
He'll disappear once that happens, so you won't get reinforcements forever, but
It seems
protecting him is a priority if you can't withstand the onslaught of units. Don't worry about him too much. Alright, now to move everyone back. I've cleared out all the units on the right hand side of the map, and reinforcements won't come in on the right hand side. So once you've defeated everyone here, just have this sub-team move in, sort of like reinforcements for the main army.
You lost that.
Winning is what matters.
You may have some issues with the choice of units that I take out. Sorry, I should say that more clearly. You might have a problem with how I'm using some units to take out enemies that they clearly can't, but again, the objective is just pressing forward. Because once you're in the clear, Seth is setting this part of the map on fire. Once most of your units are in the clear, like they're here, for example, you won't really face that much opposition. Go Deadeye, because it's a bit too risky. Get out that mage here. Lucky crit.
Still here.
An encouraging display.
Move back. Dance Dorothea. Dorothea.
A boon for our future.
I'll get through this.
I hope you're the recommended level for this map, because if you're not, these units can actually pose quite a bit of a problem. Because they are approximately level 27. Randolph, of course, is level 29 because he's the enemy general.
I will not die.
Now these, you might notice the Fortress Knights are extremely difficult to take out with weapons, because obviously their defenses are high. If you can get magic users like Scythia, Dorothea, and because this is a silver snowpath, you can also use Flame as well. Use them to take out the knights, because I'm not gonna lie, if you don't, things get considerably more tricky, because they're really resistant to almost every form of attack. I'm a significantly higher level than most of them, though not overpowered per se, and I'm still struggling in some aspects to take them out in one hit. That's how durable they are.
If I live, I fight.
Each battle a victory.
A total loss.
Watch out, Professor!
For my house. Not one step.
Of course, after you've defeated a number of units, Randolph will start to charge you anyway, because he's basically judged this battle to be hopeless.
Today I was lucky.
But this is the situation you want. You want to be able to fight and defeat Randolph before things get too complicated. That is the protecting Garreg Mach battle for the Silver Snow Path done. Really, just take your time, advance forward. If you have no choice, play defensive, but get that Swordmaster to the light blue square on the map so that Seth can set the map on fire and get the enemy units to retreat. Otherwise, just progress forward as you normally would, defeat as many units as you can, and eventually Randolph will try and suicide rush you, but it won't work. Or it shouldn't work, at least. Really, just take your time, be patient, and don't let any enemy units through. I hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. If you liked this video, please do subscribe. There will be more videos like this in the future. Until then, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.